Hey guys, I'm Sen and welcome to the UCAT Explained 2019. This video is of extreme importance to those of you who are aspiring medical students in the United Kingdom, in Australia and New Zealand. So keep sharp and let's get to the video. The UCAT stands for the University Clinical Admissions Test, and it's an exam that's designed to really test your aptitude when it comes to verbal reasoning, quantitative reasoning, abstract reasoning, but also situational judgment, amongst many other things. And this exam is very important because it tests some of the core skills a future doctor would need to have. So like I said, if you're a student in high school in the UK, in Australia or New Zealand, the UCAT is something you have to really prepare for. A lot of you will be familiar with the UCAT or the UMAT for those of you in Australia and New Zealand. So let me quickly tell you what the new changes are with the UCAT to help you really focus the way you revise. For those of you in the UK, the UCAT and the UCAT are practically the same. But for those of you in Australia/New Zealand, the UMAT is completely different to the new UCAT examination. So you really have to make sure that you get the most up-to-date material to really make sure that you prepare as effectively as possible for the UCAT. For those of you who are thinking, okay, it's a new exam, where do I get good material? One of the best sites is Medify. So make sure to go on the link and check out Medify because they simply have, and for the last, since I applied, for the last 7-8 years, have had some of the best UCAT resources around. And this applies for those of you in Australia/New Zealand, but also in the United Kingdom. Fine, I've given you a resource, Medify, as well as a few other books you can use. When do you actually start using all of these things though? Well, in the United Kingdom, you can set the UCAT throughout all of summer. So depending on when you sort of set your examination date, you can, let's say, book a Medify course or Medify subscription for 4 to 5 weeks prior to your exam. However, for those of you in Australia and New Zealand, you have to, I believe, sit your exam in July. So I strongly recommend that you purchase all your resources in late May/early June. So then you have enough time to actually use these resources and then help you get the best mark possible in your UCAT examination. So let's quickly talk about the different sections in the UCAT exam because I feel as if it's quite useful for you all to know. There's abstract reasoning, which is ultimately pattern recognition. There's verbal reasoning, which is pretty much comprehension. There's quantitative reasoning, which is just some math or mostly mental math, but then you do get an online calculator, but try and sort of improve your mental math skills. You also have some decision-making sections to really see whether you're making rational decisions. And lastly, you have a situational judgment test, which puts you in a few clinical scenarios to see whether you are making decisions that are in line with how a doctor would possibly be thinking. Now, when it comes to the UCAT, I can't stress enough, you have to book your dates as early as possible. Because pretty much every aspiring medical student in the country will be sitting the UCAT, they'll be completely booked out if you sort of leave it too late. Now, for me personally, when I did the equivalent of the UCAT, I tried to do it as early as I could. I think I did it in sort of mid-August because I really wanted to make sure that I had the score before I chose the medical schools I wanted to go to. Because medical schools do discriminate students by the UCAT score. They do rank students by the UCAT score and then choose candidates to interview depending on those scores. I really wanted to make sure that I applied to medical schools wisely depending on the score I received. So yes, make sure you book your exams early. Now I've told you what's in the exam, so make sure to go and check out Medify, the link's in the description below, but also go and get a few main textbooks that you can also use to revise. Remember, the good thing about using textbooks is that you're doing more questions, but then the other good thing about using an online resource such as Medify is that you are practicing sitting behind a computer for a long time. And ultimately, the UCAT is a computer exam, so you want to have a simulation of the exam when you're preparing to make sure that you get sort of used to what the exam is going to be like. For those of you who are thinking, how do I start now? Firstly, I recommend make sure you really focus on your end of year school exams, get those grades sorted. But if you're really, really keen, then I recommend a few psychometric books to get you warmed up. Psychometric test books sort of are just like mental math sort of problem books. They're quite nice, I did a few, and they really do get you warmed up. As always, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully this video has been useful when it comes to sort of giving you a better idea of what this new examination is all about. If you have any questions, make sure to comment down below and I will make sure to answer them. As always, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.